Welcome back to Perfect Shot of Jacks. I'm Russ, your host, and today I've got a really exciting time capsule. 1987 Mercedes. I'm gonna drop in all the work we did to get this polished out and looking good. But back in 1987, this was before clear coats were really coming into fashion. So with single stage paint, they do fade and oxidize a lot quicker than our modern vehicles, and we had a lot of that on this car. So let me bring you in, show you this beauty, what we've got, and then I'll drop in all the work that we did along the way. Okay, absolutely beautiful. This car is stunning. The hood was repainted at some point and it has clear coat on it, but the rest of it does not. And I'll bring in and show you just how beautiful this red came out. Really amazing, just wonderful. This is truly a time capsule. This car's got less than 100,000 miles on it and really just came out amazing. When I drop in the video of all the work we did and just how faded and oxidized this paint was, you'll see just what it took to get it here. Really happy with the way it came out. Okay, the sun's a little bit better on this side. You can really see the depth of gloss and reflection in it. Really amazing. Yeah. All right, let me drop in some of the video showing you what we were working with. All right, as we start on this, we've already washed it and clayed the vehicle really well. And you can see just how hazy from a lot of wash-induced swirls and scratches that the paint is. So we've got our work cut out for us. You can see the fender is quite a bit different color because it's so oxidized, because the hood is clear coated and the rest of it's just single stage paint. But hopefully with some good polish and the living wax that we'll use, we should be able to get that color very, very close. Now you'll see here on the trunk lid that lots of wash-induced swirls and oxidation. It's the oxidation that's making this paint really faded. So we're gonna get to work polishing on it, get all those swirls and scratches out, and return the depth of gloss to the paint. All right, the front part of the hood, haven't done anything to just yet. We'll get a gloss meter reading on this, and you see that we're almost 96 on the gloss meter. Now the top part of the hood, I've already polished this out, and so we'll get a gloss meter reading there, and we got it bumped up to 103. So looks really good. We know what we're gonna have to do to the rest of it, and believe me, it's gonna be a day's work. So as I pan around here, you can see again, faded from the swirl, or hazy from the swirls. Now on the right side of the hood I've polished, the left side I haven't, and so you can see again, somewhat opaque from all the swirls and scratches in it. And as I cross over to the right side, you'll see it's nice and deep and rich and red again. We're bringing this 1987 Mercedes back to life. And so we're gonna get working around the rest of the car. It's gonna be at least a two-step correction. On the roof here, which is the worst of all of it, this is really faded. And I didn't expect this would be very high. Our gloss meter reading's about 66, and that's about what I'd expect because there's just a lot of oxidation since this is single stage paint. So we're gonna do another test spot up here. And as you can tell, we've polished it out. We've got our gloss meter up to 103, and just how much deeper the red is on the left side where we've polished. And the right side, which we haven't, and our polishing pad, you can see, is just full of red paint. And that's what happens when you're polishing single stage. You get all the paint on the pad, and you end up cleaning the pad a lot. I think I went to the pad washer probably 50 times. Here's what the pad washer looks like. You're just pulling a lot of paint off of there. So it is a lot of work. Now here you can see the left side of the roof done really well. The right side's still really oxidized, but really it's starting to come to life for us now. All right, as we work on the back side here on this trunk lid, again, the left side really polished out, and on the right side, quite faded and oxidized. And that's okay. We've got our method figured out, and we're not gonna let it beat us. We are gonna make this car as close to brand new again as humanly possible. So on the right side, quite faded, and I'll show you the process here. I'm gonna use my Milwaukee 21 millimeter polisher, and I'm gonna do it one-handed for the camera. No, I wouldn't normally do it one-handed, but I'm kind of on the head bottle washer, car washer, I do it all. So we're gonna use the 21 millimeter polisher. Yes, when I'm done with this portion of the trunk lid, that pad is gonna be very red, and we'll take it back over the pad cleaner and get it cleaned up. Like I said, I probably, doing single stage paint, this car probably took 2 additional hours because of how much the pads had to be cleaned. When you're working on a car with clear coat, you're getting a lot of clear coat on the pad too. Maybe not as much as single stage paint, but you don't see it. And here you can see just how much paint we get on there. So quite a bit of work, that's okay. Single stage paint is a little more work, but it can come out stunning. Now that we've got the car looking good, we are gonna use DPC's Living Wax. This is a ceramic base wax that will last up to 6 months. And we are going to coat the entire vehicle in it. Pardon my hand in the way there. One-armed guy doing this again. And we're gonna cover everything with the Living Wax. We're gonna let it sit on there about 10 minutes. I've got it applied to the hood. And now the entire vehicle is covered in Living Wax. Great protection for about 6 months. DPC's Living Wax is an awesome product. I've put it on quite a few vehicles. Excellent water repellency. Really just a great product. Lasts 10 times longer than any carnauba wax ever hoped to last. So car looking absolutely beautiful. Really happy with the way it came out. Okay, if you've got a car you want to get polished out, maybe ceramic coated or a good paint protection put on it, and you're in Yulee, Amelia Island, Fernandina Beach, Kingsland, St. Mary's, or Jacksonville, right there's the number to call. 904-575-0258 on the web, perfectshotofjacks.com. And if you got some value out of this, hit the like and subscribe button. We do appreciate it very much, and we'll see you on the next one.